It's Theme Park Bazza and...
This is Bazza.
And as Della would say from Ricardo's Family Vlogs, welcome to sunny Barnoldswick.
Yeah.
We were going to film yesterday, but it felt like, was it -6 with the wind yesterday?
Something like that, it was too cold.
God, it feels like 1 degree today. I think it's getting up to 2, but it feels like 1. So yeah, we're here on our See Our Family. It is February 2025. We've been here a few days.
Yes.
And we just get settled in. I got a bit of a thick head because I drank too much at Ryan's last night.
Lightweight.
And you've got a bit of a thick belly because you've been eating sausage rolls, pasties,
yeah,
pies.
Do not agree with me, all this pasties and...
It takes a bit to your body to adjust back to the good English food again. So she did have jam roly-poly yesterday, which I was very happy about. Yes. So today's vlog I wanted to film back in actually November when we were here last, because Ryan bought a house, but it was a bit of a bomb site, wasn't it?
That's an understatement.
Yeah. It's very hard here in the UK when you're single to get on the property ladder, but Ryan's been here 2 years now.
Yeah.
And he's rented for the last 2 years because he couldn't buy, could he?
No.
Once you move here, you've got to be in the UK for 2 years to buy. So he moved back 2 years ago, got himself a job, got himself a car, rented for 2 years, but like us, he believes that owning something is better than renting. Mm-hmm. So he's worked really hard. And last November, when we were here, he had purchased his first house. But as I say, houses here are very expensive, and you just to get a mortgage, I think they're actually doing like, is it 10 times? Something like that, 10 times your limit. So we'll take you up there. We'll show you his house, and tell you a little bit of the history of Barnoldswick and why that's important to the house he's in. So they're on the way up to Ryan's, which is about a mile's walk from Maxine's. Well, everything's a mile in Barnoldswick, isn't it? We used to live down this end of town. Well, it's an hour to the town centre. He's up near the town centre. But we've run out of 2 things already, haven't we?
We have.
Which are?
Tea bags.
Yeah.
And currant tea cakes.
Yes, we've only been here 3 days. So we're going to call off, there's an Aldi in town, and there's also, is it a Spa at the petrol station?
Yeah, it's Spa.
So we'll go and get a refresh of those things while we're on our way up. Talk a little bit about Barnoldswick, because back in the day, Barnoldswick used to be a mill town. Mills, wasn't it? Cotton mills.
Cotton mills.
So that was sort of the long history. When we lived here, sort of in the 60s to the 90s, it was all about Rolls-Royce and Silent Night and all the factories. But all that's changed, as we'll show you on the way up.
Of all the magic places in the world I've been to, this is where my heart is. Oh, you know it's true. No matter where I go, I'm coming home to you. Been walking down the street so many times, my feet know every brick and stone. Could wear a blindfold, no matter what I do, I'm coming home to you. And I don't know why, don't know why, don't know why, I'm always feeling homesick. Oh, all I know, all I know, all I know is this is where my heart is. Oh, I have seen many places where the beauty never ends. Different cities, friendly faces, and perhaps I'm going back. But I don't have to be chasing every dream that I have. Oh, no. 'Cause the thing is, I've got more love here than I can bear. Ooh.
Just over this hill here is the old Bankfield Rolls-Royce site where I served my apprenticeship from 82 to 89. Used to walk down here every day from the other direction where we used to live. I'll show you our old house that way. But it's just a shell of its former glory. When I started here, there was probably 4,000 people working. I think it's more like 300 now. So yeah, not quite what it was, and it's all being redeveloped, as you'll see in a second. Yeah, so you see over here, basically demolished the old mill. It used to be an old mill before Rolls-Royce took it over. That's the canal bank we walked on. I'll put a link into that vlog where we talked about how we moved. You can see they flattened this whole building here. There's still a bit of rolls left down at the bottom, and there's an engine just over there you might be able to see I'm pointing at. But yeah, it's all been redeveloped. And just down the bottom of the hill here is Aldi. You can see the blue sign, but I think we might get to the spa that's just the other side of the road. Up in the mist at the top of the hill is Wheats, but that's all covered in today with a low mist.
Low clouds.
Low clouds. Feels like Christmas, doesn't it? Feels like November.
It's winter.
Winter,
It's definitely winter.
Where I used to work. And about a 10-minute walk this way to our old house, 15 minutes in the morning. Walk in and walk back.
That was my old house.
Oh yeah, the one with the sold sign was Maxine's old house when she was a
grew
kid.
up there.
Yeah, right next to her old, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Number 9.
Yeah, this has been sold, and our old house when we lived here was up for sale, wasn't it? Just
Yeah.
been sold again. So we'll go into Texaco, we'll go and just grab a couple of things from Spa, then we'll head back up the road again. And don't forget your bags when you come here. We keep forgetting, don't we?
We
You have to
do.
pay for bags here, so carry a few in your pocket. So we got the shopping, we'll keep going up the road. So as we approach the town centre, we're going to show you some of these houses here. I think Americans would have called them townhouses.
Yeah.
These are what we call them terrace houses. If you ever watched the TV series Coronation Street, it's very similar to that, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, very Coronation Street, isn't it?
it is.
Now, a lot of these houses were built around the 1900s. They were built for the mill workers. That's why I talked about the mill town. These sheds out back, these were where you put the coal in, and also they had no indoor plumbing. So the toilet used to be out here as well. They've all been converted now. A lot have converted them into extended kitchens. But I think even Ryan's got the all outbuildings, hasn't he?
Yeah, still got them, yeah.
We moved into our house, which isn't far from Ryan's, similar sort of style, in 1967 when I was a wee bairn back in the day. I remember us converting coal fires. That's a coal thing as well.
It is.
Converting the coal fires to, so I got the ash out and all the stuff out. They put in the top, get the ash out the bottom. Yeah, we converted our house to gas. All these houses have natural gas because that was a big thing in the 70s. They converted our house to gas. I remember that. We did have an outside toilet still, but we had indoor plumbing on ours when we moved in. But a lot of these houses, they, like my mum and dad's, they moved the staircase forward
Yeah.
to get the bathroom in.
I think they did in Ryan's.
I think they didn't. So a lot of these houses are very, very steep staircases when you're going upstairs. You're basically on your hands and knees nearly going up. They're usually 2 stories and they have an attic because most of these have the pointed roof. So they have like an attic, which is a 3rd room. I used to sleep up there as a bedroom. Some are converted into bedrooms, some aren't. But the one thing you'll notice around here that's a bit painful is parking, because when these houses were built in the 1900s, there weren't as many cars.
No.
But this is where I used to play out as a kid. This is my playground. We used to play on that lamppost there, play tig. And when that light went out, that's when you had to go home and see your mum, because it was bedtime, wasn't it?
It was.
But yeah, it was very, very childhood memories around here is what I'm going for. So I'll take you and show you where we lived. I know I've showed this on a vlog before.
Probably,
But
yeah.
these houses are all next to each other, but the bricks on these things, you can see, you can't hear anything next door because they're solid, aren't they? Absolutely solid houses. But they're very old houses, and if they haven't been maintained well, like Ryan's hadn't, then you've got a bit of work to do. Because over the 30 years, I mean, I'm 67, I moved in, and then I left in 89 when you and I moved to Wigan.
Yep.
Because we couldn't afford to live in Barnoldswick back in that day. So we lived there for quite a while. But in that time, Mum and Dad, we'll go around the back, Mum and Dad built a kitchen extension, obviously put gas in, changed all the windows,
Yeah.
did the roof, redecorated, but we did a whole lot of work on the house.
Yeah.
Because, that's the option you've got. And this was my back street. I used to play on, used to be a coal van. This used to be the coal man at the bottom.
Yeah.
This was coal van down here. Actually, it's this one here. Someone's put a deck outside. Look at that. Pretty cool. This is our old house with the same extension and the same windows. So we used to live, we used to play out here. That's the kitchen extension we had put on. And this is where I used to climb over the wall where this brick was. And this was my playground. And you may say, well, that's beautiful, Barry. You must have paid a lot of money for that house. When we moved here, there were steam trains that finished, but this was the coal yard. So this was full of coal, all fenced in. I'll see if I can dig some pictures up. But everything was black. It was cheaper to live in these houses because you put your washing out on these lines and everything was covered in coal dust. This old people's home wasn't built then. But this is the road I used to come down at night after going back from the pub at 11 o'clock, so I had a back door key. Whereas I didn't break my ankle on some of these pavements. Because these have been round.
Now.
Hey?
They've all let the grass grow.
Yeah, they have all let the grass grow. It was tarmacked at one point. You could buy there used to be garages up here, and they could buy garages. And my mum and dad said that you had to club together to buy a garage, and there was one person on the street who didn't want to buy them, so nobody got any garages on the street, and this was all knocked down. So you could, there was places to put your cars back in the day, but yeah, we had a beautiful view. My view was over there because my window looked over that grass. But back in the day, I don't remember the steam trains, but I remember it still being the coal yard. But these brick, these houses are solid. They're slate roofs, and we'll talk about Ryan's when we get there. Pointed, there's like the plaster between them, and some of them have a bit of a garden at the front on that side, and on this side, like ours, you just walk straight out into the road. So it depends which ones you got.
They're a bit more money.
They're a bit more money with the garden out front. Yeah. Fire station was the top of the street. I used to run up there when we heard the siren go off before they had pages, and we used to all run to the top of the street and see it. And then they built, that's where the garages used to be. I used to play in there. Pretty dangerous when we were kids, playing in those garages. Anyway, let's get round to Ryan's and tell you about Ryan's house. Actually, these are meant for 2 cars to drive down, and you can't actually really squeeze 2 cars past. You have to kind of wait. But yeah, they are designed, well, they were designed at the time for 2 cars. Right, we're here. Ryan's here.
Hello, I'm here.
Yeah. And we're here at Ryan's house. We've just done a little tour of the neighbourhood, showing them where we used to live. And these old houses, what they're like. But do you want to give? We were going to film it in November, but it was a bit of a project back then, wasn't it?
It still is a bit, but we're getting there slowly.
Do you want to start at the front of the house? Show us what you did.
Oh, outside.
Well, we'll show it to the front door anyway. You can talk about outside. It's too cold to go out there. You had the pointing done and everything.
Yeah, pointing's been done. New front door. Makes a big difference to what it was before.
You had the gutters done as well, didn't you, outside?
Gutters, pointing. I think that's everything out front. Windows.
It was an old rental house, wasn't it, I think?
Yeah.
So like ours in Orlando, it wasn't well looked after. What's weird about this house is you should have a door around here into the front room.
Yeah, there's a...
But it's been walled over, has it?
There.
Yeah. This used to be like the parlour where you'd have your guests come, but they wouldn't go into the back room. Our front room was like...
If you sit there, it's solid.
Yeah.
Is it?
Oh, yeah. So they've done that. At least you got some nice... you haven't got wood chip wallpaper.
No, I was going to paint it over this eventually, but got bigger fish to fry first.
Well, then show us around.
New carpets.
Oh yeah, we've got new carpets throughout the house, the whole house.
Other than 2 rooms, but they already had new carpets in anyway.
Yeah.
This were all...
Yeah, it was pretty bad, wasn't it? When we came here last time, you just had copper pipe on the floor because I think your central heating had broken, hadn't it?
Yeah.
Down there.
Yeah, I've got pictures of like how it used to look and stuff with old carpet and
yeah, it wasn't very...
all that.
It's not very nice.
Like a burgundy colour. It was horrible.
It's big in here though, isn't it? And it's still got the chimney from when it's still usable, like, isn't it? Where they had the coal fires.
Yeah, it's still, it's all tested and it all works and everything. It's safe to use and stuff. It's just the wallpaper that I'm not super keen on, but
It breaks the walls up there, doesn't it?
it does. I'm going to paint in here at some point as well. I've got the paint for it. I'm just going to do white ceiling, grey walls.
He's got his new sofa that he just got. Huge sofa.
Huge sofa.
That he just got. Go on then, show us around, keep going. I like the ledge on the windowsill, that's quite cool.
Yeah, so...
Actual seat, right?
Yeah, well, ignore the green tape on the window.
Yeah, this window hasn't been done yet, so this is the state they were in. You had to kind of tape them up to keep the drafts out. This is what they were like. They were double glazed, weren't they? But
they're just very old.
Yeah.
And this does not keep heating at all.
Yeah.
So this is next on the agenda to change. But yeah, it's a proper seat.
Yeah.
Probably put some like cushions on it and stuff, and then I'm going to get blinds instead of these curtains, so it makes the room a bit bigger.
There's his backyard. With the outhouse we talked about earlier on. Doesn't have a toilet in it, does it? But
no, it's got electric though.
Yeah. And then this is all an extension, because most of these kitchens on these houses, like my mum and dad's, turn the lights in. Oh.
Yeah,
So this is an extension. Most of the kitchens like mum and dad's used to come about as far as this door, and used to have a counter across. You'd have a fridge and then a sink in that corner where your sink is.
Yeah.
That was it. But this has all been extended
Yeah,
out. Maybe where that wall is.
It's been extended from here.
Oh yeah.
Onwards.
Yeah. Does it give you some idea how small these kitchens used to be?
But we've done a bit in here. Excuse the mess from last night.
Yeah. Well, somebody was round here drinking last night. I don't know who it was. Yeah.
I hadn't quite got around to cleaning up this morning, but
I had a bit of a thick head this morning.
Right, we're just up late last night, so I got washing to do. But there's plenty of worktop space, and
Yeah.
we've They painted the roof, the ceiling, put new lights in. So these lights up here, these were never here before.
Yeah.
This was all dark and dark wood.
And there's some of your new windows outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the roof was dark. We were really dark in this room. Before. It was really dark wood.
It's a good size now, though.
Yeah, it needs another coat of paint, and then once I've actually got the kitchen to what I want it to be, I'll actually paint the walls.
Yeah.
So, like, there's still, like, crap that, you know, this all needs fixing, but there's no point in doing that until I get all the big stuff done first.
Yeah, keep it dry, keep it secure, keep it warm.
Yeah.
And then he's got his back door. I think you're going to replace that at some point, aren't you?
Yeah, it's a barn door, so I quite like it. It's split out middle, but it's not... It doesn't really keep the heat in very well. So that's on the agenda as well.
And this is the door into his office back here.
Front room.
Yeah.
This is under the stairs, and that's where his electrical stuff is, all in that cupboard. We've had a look at that. It's a very old electrical system, but you had it tested, didn't you? It's safe.
Yeah, it's all safe to use. It's just not what they use nowadays. So
Yeah, but we had it tested with an electrician. Came round and tested every socket, and then this is his office come front room, which will show you a window from outside. Again, it's his work in progress.
very big work in progress at the moment.
Yeah, but those windows are looking good, that Ryan.
Yeah, they're a lot better than the ones were. So I've got pictures of the other ones. You can like a side by side of what they look like. So they've all got built-in vents on, which I quite like.
Yeah, I noticed that on the ones you can.
Yeah, so you can literally just pull that down. It's like a bit of fresh air in if you need it.
It's cool. Yeah, it'll make a big difference here in. It'll make a big difference here in the winter time because it's cold out there. Do you use this as your office when you're working at home? And
yeah, so I've got some plans for it. Some furniture to come, and I need to build, and some pictures to put up, and then treadmill in corner. And
put telly on wall yesterday, didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah, just to help out with everything.
I like the built-in storage as well. It's quite good.
That's where the door used to be.
Yeah. Because they got a recess, haven't you?
Yeah, so that's where the door used to be.
Yeah.
So they just put that in there. And everything else is just like temporary storage for now. There's all my paint down there for...
Oh yeah, ready to go. One job at a time.
That's it.
Got a couple of Yu-Gi-Oh pictures.
Dragon Ball Z, though.
Is that Dragon Ball Z, is it?
Yeah.
Got it wrong. Right, we'll go upstairs.
Yeah, so all new carpets throughout them, but the front two rooms are new carpets. So
I mean, these stairs are a little bit steep.
You get used to them.
But then they all are in these houses because the way they move the bathrooms around.
The front room.
It's the Passion Palace. Ryan's room.
Yeah, if that's what you want to call it.
Got his TV on the wall.
Again, it's quite bare at the moment, but I've got furniture.
We're going to get some wardrobes to come in here.
Yeah, so they are coming.
Yeah.
I've ordered most of it. I still need, I think I need one more piece to order, but I've got some stuff coming today.
New windows in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So next time you see it, it should be a bit more filled up with stuff.
Well, it's better than November. It's like, well, you've only been in here like a month, haven't you?
Not even, a few weeks, I think, last time you were here.
Yeah. And we go across to the second room.
Yeah, all new carpets up here as well.
The guest room. New carpets in here as well.
Yeah. This had the same carpet as the living room.
Yeah.
It's like a burgundy stained carpet, and when we lifted it up, there was actually no underlay under it.
Oh, wow.
So
forget with renters' houses, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
And that's his wall where he can go out there and lean on the wall and talk to the neighbours about gossip about what's happening on the street. His old aerial down there, you have to take that down as well, don't you? And the roof, we haven't talked about your roof, but that needs work doing on it as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, the front's not too bad, but the back, a lot of it's held together with those leather straps or whatever they are. I'm not a roofer, so I don't know what the actual terminology is for it, but...
See across there some of the tile. It is slate, isn't it, as well?
Yeah, it's all slate, yeah. So the front's not too bad, but seem to get a lot more weather on the back.
Are you getting it repointed? Do you have your chimney repointed?
Chimney's already repointed.
Right. You did that when you did the rest?
Yeah, I did that first. One of the first things I did, and then I got a roof review, they call it, where they go up and change a lot of the broken ones, and...
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a cheaper... It's only a temporary fix. It's like putting a plaster on it, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, and then new gutters up here as well, out back.
Oh yeah, your gutters you had front and back, didn't you?
Yeah, because the old ones were rotted wooden.
They were wooden ones, the original ones, weren't they?
Yeah, they were the original gutters, and they're all rotted wood.
Yeah.
So then you go down this very tiny
Long corridor.
Yeah.
Well,
It's a bit dark down here because there's literally no.
Yeah. But this bathroom's very nice though. This you can see the first project here is your boiler was knackered, wasn't it?
Yeah, literally literally before I even moved in fully, I had to get a full new boiler.
You still got to get that all walled in, but you had a full central heating flush and a new boiler put in and everything. This bathroom's quite nice though, isn't it? I mean, it needs a bit of paint, but
It needs a bit of work. Like if you look at the roof, that's what the kitchen looked like.
yeah.
It had the same lights in, so if you remember the lights downstairs
the
that
round
are
ones.
flush.
Yeah.
These are the old ones that were in the kitchen as well, so these need replacing at some point, but one room at a time, innit?
As long as it's warm and long as it's waterproof, as long as it's secure.
Yeah, and obviously that boxing all that stuff in, there's a big hole in the wall, isn't there? So
Yeah.
that'll keep a bit more in.
You're going to put a new sink in there with some storage, don't you?
Yeah, it's just an old sink, and they normally have just one tap in the middle now, and it's nice to have a bit of storage in here. So
Yeah. And then you've got your shower, so
yeah, it's a big. Normally these don't have a.
they're just wallpaper.
Yeah. Yeah, so normally these have a shower in the bath.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true.
They have a 3-piece normally, but this is one of the few that actually has a.
Well, you couldn't
4-piece.
fit it in there because normally it's over the taps, isn't it? You don't have it on the side there. Yeah.
Yeah, so a lot of these houses, when I was looking, they only had 3-piece bathrooms. But
What attracted you to this house over other ones you were looking at, apart from the price, because it was a good price?
it was the same price as a lot of the other stuff around here at the time, and it was just a lot bigger. It was one of those things. There was a lot more potential for everything. There's more space. Obviously, there's more rooms. There's an attic upstairs as well, which is good for storage, which I'll show you.
Yeah. And for resale value as well.
Resale value, location.
Yeah, it's like 10 minutes, 5 minutes walk from uptown, aren't you?
Not even. Yeah, I can walk up into town in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I walk to Aldi in 5 minutes.
Yeah, we walked up from there.
Yeah.
Let's go and have a look at the attic. I used to live in the attic in our old house. And
Yeah, so it's a bit.
these are really steep steps normally to the attic.
They're not too bad actually. It's just a very bold colour. So.
They're better than the ones we used to have in our old house.
Yeah.
Whoever had this was
I think
it's one of the carpets you haven't had done. This one's all right though. It's not too bad.
Yeah, so this was a kid's bedroom at one point.
So you're not allowed officially to call it a bedroom, are you?
No, it needs to be able to build code.
You need to change that window to an egress window, and then you can call it a bedroom.
Yeah, so it's quite a lot of space. I've got, obviously it needs, I'm going to leave the blue, I think, because I quite like the blue.
Yeah.
I'm going to paint everything that's green white.
Yeah. Make it brighter up here.
Make it a lot brighter.
Well, that sofa you saw on its side, you were saying last night you want to bring up here and put over there.
Yeah, because we have like dartboard up now. We're going to do like games nights and stuff like that. So a bit of a.
I bet you stuck them in manually. You didn't really get that score, did you?
I actually threw them in the other day. Every time I come up here, I chuck 3 darts. It's the rule. If I come to attic, you got to chuck 3 darts.
You got to chuck 3 darts then before you go down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's going to go across there. It's going to move over.
Oh, and you had that radiator wasn't here before, was it? You had that radiator?
No, there's that storage heater in the corner behind you, but it don't work.
Yeah.
So when I was getting the boiler done, I got them to new pipe work up here and put a radiator in.
Smart move.
So it doesn't, I wouldn't say it's a warm. When it's cold outside, I wouldn't say this room's warm, but that definitely takes a chill off it.
And you got storage under the eaves, I guess.
So this room was, if you come a week ago, it was just, you couldn't move in it. I just kind of dumped everything in when I moved in.
Yeah.
So I've spent the last
we're working full time. You haven't got a lot of time.
Yeah, so there's not much in here yet, but this is like all the boxes of just.
That's cool. They've actually built storage space in there because REs, you're just sticking it on the wooden planks.
Yeah.
In the roof space.
So it's just all things, and then this is all like I've hung my clothes up for now.
All right. That's cool.
Yeah. And then there's more shelves over this side, but I've got like my suitcases and my stuff in there.
It helps. Good storage.
Yeah. Then in here is all nerdy stuff.
Oh, your games,
DVDs and
I didn't realise it was a Luke Littler dartboard either.
Yeah, it's a Target one, and Luke's obviously sponsored by him. So yeah, just storage in here. Got my lightsaber, if you remember that.
Oh yeah, he's got to get you remember that vlog, folks. You want to put that in the wall in the office, don't you? In that part of your goal.
Yeah. So I don't know if it's going on wall yet, but it's I don't know if to get like a big display shelf and put it on top of that. So then I've got a dartboard scorer as well. I need to mount. I've got it on the table over there, so you can actually. It calculates
you
your
need a
score
mini
for-
fridge up here as well to put your drinks
Yeah.
in. That's what you need, just a little mini fridge. Yeah, we never showed that in the kitchen. Your fridge is new as well, isn't it?
Yeah, a lot of stuff's new. Obviously, when I moved in here, I had nothing.
Yeah, 'cause you were renting for a year, I mentioned, but you were renting a fully furnished house.
Everything, yeah.
Because you were renting a fully furnished house in Virginia, so you had nothing to bring over with you.
No.
So you've had
Yeah,
to
so
start
when I
from
moved
scratch.
in here, I had that desk,
Yeah,
which is what I bought when I was in the flat when I first started working from home.
yeah.
About 25 quid. Done me well.
Oh, he's got his to me to you.
Yeah.
Going from pantomime, haven't you? When we
So I just bought a new. I found it in one of the boxes when I were.
yeah, hold it up to the light, let's have a look. When we went to Manchester, I think, to the pantomime.
Yeah,
To
so
me to you.
I found it in a box in an old photo frame, so I bought a new frame for it in there.
But I think even a lot of the furniture you got is like second hand, isn't it? It's not a...
Yeah,
New.
the only stuff I've bought new is the tellies.
Yeah.
Well, that telly that's in my living room, I bought that when I first moved here, so that's
Yeah.
a couple of years old now. I think everything else, other than the furniture I'm buying for like the wardrobes and
Yeah.
chest of drawers that are coming, I think everything else is mostly just like off friends or
Yeah. You need
just
your
whatever.
friends and family to help.
Yeah, it's
Well-
either just off like Facebook or friends or
Well, your plates and knives and forks you got from like the cricket club when they had a sale on, didn't they?
yeah. So they were
Susan told you
getting
about
they were getting rid of
all their old cutlery and
all their old banquet stuff, you
Yeah.
know, like for events and stuff.
Yeah.
Because I just wanted an upgrade. So, yeah, they just took donations. So it were take as much as you want and just give us a donation. So I got pots, pans, all the plates, bowls, knives, forks, everything for
You're right there.
donation.
We're just on the
Everybody had a
tour.
look? Everybody had a look?
Yeah.
We were here last night having a few beers. It's nice, isn't it?
It is.
Nice to feel like you've got your own place now.
Yeah, it's still a bit weird sometimes. Like I
you
say,
pick-
I'm getting a bit more used to it now, but there are times where I'm just like, wait, I actually have an house.
Yeah. Well, you get used to every month when you make your payment.
Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as I look at my bank account in a month and I see it go out, I'm like, yeah, I definitely have an house.
Yeah, definitely got a house.
And as you slowly see the savings coming down and down and down.
Yeah, look at what, they won't lose money on a house though, will they?
No, they shouldn't do.
No, I mean, there's a few houses around here. There's one on the next street over that's just sold for about 25,000 more than I paid for this.
Yeah.
I don't have an attic.
Wow.
Yeah, you won't lose money on houses.
So-
It's just you got to...
Yeah, I think I got in at the right time. There's not a lot of houses around Barlett now at this price. So,
I just noticed when we were walking up, a lot of the houses that were for sale in November have gone.
Yeah.
They've all got sold signs on them.
yeah.
And even the newer ones that went up for sale, they've all got sold signs on as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
well, when I
it's
first
still
started
going.
looking up here, there was 4 houses on that street and 5 houses on this street, and they all sold almost instantly. So, and I think there's now, every time one goes up on these streets, it's usually sold within a few weeks.
Well, in Barnolds, this is like the starter prices, aren't they, in these
Yeah.
houses?
Yeah,
These are like the first time buyer
Yeah,
houses that you can afford. So, and I think in EB as well, that all the terraces are like the first time buyer prices.
yeah. I mean, that's what a terrace is, isn't it? Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's like you don't get much smaller than these, but
Oh, they're big.
These are
these are bigs because I looked at one across the road down there, like, and that's also a terrace house, but it was tiny.
yeah.
It were really small.
And even in Barnolds, you've got smaller ones than this.
Yeah,
They call back-to-back ones,
Yeah.
which
The
one
town.
up, one down.
Yeah, like
They've got-
cottages, aren't
Yeah,
they?
they're like little cottages.
Yeah.
You've got one up and one down.
yeah. I've noticed that, especially where I used to live. There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
You see, you walk in and you've got one room with a kitchen,
Yeah.
a living room, and the stairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're the small ones, but they still go for silly money.
Well, we're glad he's on the ladder. Very proud of our son.
Yes.
Getting himself sorted over here. So we hope you enjoyed the quick tour of Ryan's house.
Yeah.
Thank you for letting us do the tour. We're going to go down and pick Granny up now and bring her up. She hasn't seen it yet, has she?
Not since he bought it.
Since he bought it. So we're
She's
gonna,
seen it since I bought it.
Yeah, but not since he's had all the
Not
work
since
done.
I've had all my carpets and windows and all that stuff
Yeah.
done.
Right, so thank you, Ryan. Appreciate it,
problem.
showing us around.
No worries.
Hope you enjoyed this quick vlog that we, I say we're going to film in November, but the house wasn't ready then, was it?
Definitely was not ready.
Yeah, and it's a work in progress, but he's done a lot of work and he's doing well.
It's always going to be a work in progress.
So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you like, do please like and subscribe. Put your comments below, and we'll see you later.
Bye.
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 No matter where I go, I'm coming home to you.